oneness with Paramashiva. So without further ado, we'll be jumping into the first year of today's segment on the 31st of January. So we'll be going through each year on the 31st of January and seeing the various activities performed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Today we are starting with the year 2004. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had a presidential address on how to shift from loneliness to aloneness to delegates. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is demystifying as an avatar of Paramashiva. He is mapping the highest spiritual truths into something that we can easily digest and put into practice in our lives in today's world with the mental setups that we have created for ourselves in this age. So here the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expands on how when you raise yourself to higher states of consciousness, when the spiritual dimension, the spiritual energy, the Kundalini Shakti awakens inside of you, how you raise yourself to higher states of consciousness and drop the experience of feeling lonely and embrace the experience of the aloneness. So a very interesting discourse by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So inviting each and everyone to go on Nithyanandapedia on this day, the 31st January 2004, and listen to the discourse revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on this day. We are now moving on to the second year for today's segment, which is the 31st January 2007. Here we see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism receiving Shiv Kumar Swami, who came to visit Adi Kailasa Sarvajnapitam in Bangalore, Adinam. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has established Adi Kailasa Sarvajnapita as the eastern headquarters of the Sri Kailasa nation. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has had vision by Paramashiva showing two places, Bangalore, India, and Los Angeles, California. These two places are the headquarters of the mission of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, one on the eastern side and the other one on the western side. So here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism welcoming with the traditional, in the traditional way, Hindu way, the Shiv Kumar Swami in Adi Kailasa, the umbrella, the Purnakumbha, and taking Shiv Kumar Swami across the ashram, making him visit the various places, and especially, like we can see on the right, the sacred banyan tree of Adi Kailasa. Here we have a few more pictures. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism offering the garland to Shiv Kumar Swamiji and making him visit the Galleria, where the various books, deities, and artifacts by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism were made available to people to purchase or to receive. So here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in the Galleria, in the library, showing the various things, the various books, audiobooks, and all the other artifacts that the Nithyananda Galleria had at this time. Entering now into the 31st January 2010. We can see here the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism giving the Sarvadarshan to the delegates in Adi Kailasa Sarvajnapita. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, after giving darshan, is making himself available and walks through the crowds, reaching out to people, one person at a time, giving them the Sarvadarshan. As you can see in the picture on the left, he receives the various letters and messages written by devotees and disciples, having their requests, what they wish to, what they seek from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism attending to them, blessing them, giving them the darshan, and fulfilling their desires, giving them the boons, the blessings, guidance, and in some occasions, even a hug. So the Sarvadarshan, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, always making himself available in various ways 2. Reach out to people to allow the enriching and the causing of others' reality to happen, as in the process of reviving the Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Entering now in the year 2011, on the 31st of January, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducted the presidential address on Vibhuti-pada, the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Sutra 107. The living incarnation and Paramavatar of Paramashiva, Nithyananda Paramashivam, today explained the mystical science of dharana in Ashtanga Yoga of Patanjali Yoga Sutras. Dharana is a method through which your mind is fixed on some object and your consciousness is altered to that higher frequency so that the extraordinary powers, experiences, and energies can express through your body and mind. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's Guru, the great yogi, Raghupati Yogi, expressed extraordinary powers not only through his body, but even through Paramahamsa Nityananda's body, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself, when he was just a young boy and being trained by him. Extraordinary powers can be expressed through dharana. All of your senses are capable of doing all the jobs of all other senses. Your eyes have the capacity to breathe, smell, etc. All your senses can do all the jobs of all the other senses. So let us have a quick listen of a glimpse of the satsang given by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on this day on the Patanjali Yoga Sutras.
Patanjali gives you amazing, powerful signs to express different extraordinary energies through your body and mind. By putting you into the ultimate state of consciousness, transcendental consciousness, Patanjali is when you alter the state of consciousness, it's like, understand this one example. The projector light and the slide, that example can be really useful for you. If the projector light is burning, or the power of the beam is 100 unit, and any slide is kept, you will see that slide live 100 unit strength. I'm giving you an example. If that projector light is 30 unit and any slide is kept, you will see the projector, the slide in reality, in screen, 30 unit. The 30 unit is what I call dream state. 100 unit is what I call conscious, normal waking state. The same projector light is raised to the 1000 unit and the same slide will be seen totally differently. 1000 unit clarity on the screen. That is what I call superconscious siddhis. Please understand. The same slide, if the power of the projector, power of the light of the projector is altered, the same slide can show you different realities. The same body, this body is the slide you carry. The bio-memories written on that is the scenes. The light, projector light, is your consciousness. If the projector light goes to the sleeping mode, 30 unit, you see dull, vague, unconscious, unconnected, ideas flowing as your reality, which we call dream. If that projector light is 100 unit, the movements which are happening in front of you is a waking state. That same thing becomes 1000 unit. The same same slide, your body, just the consciousness, the power of the light, projector light, if that is increased to 100 unit, suddenly the reality you experience will become intense, clear, alive, extraordinary. All the people who are experiencing 100 unit will be shocked by the expression of 1000 unit through your body. Understand? Siddhis are nothing but defying the laws of physics, which is experienced by the people who are in 100 unit. But unfortunately, the people who are in the 100 unit does not understand that what they understand as the law of the physics is not ultimate, which do not understand there is something which exists as reality more than their frequency, is called atheists. Fortunate are those who even believe the basic idea there is something more than what they understand.
Yes, so we just had a glimpse of the satsang of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, expanding on the Vibhuti-pada of the Patanjali Yoga Sutras. Here, at the end, we heard the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism sharing about the importance of and how blessed are those who feel that there is something more to life than just what we experience in our body, in our everyday life. So inviting each and everyone to go and listen to this full discourse of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, either on the official YouTube channel, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, or on Nithyanandapedia on this very day. Here we also have a few pictures of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism visiting the Nithyananda Paramashiva Devalayam and the sacred banyan tree in Adi Kailasa, Bididi. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has installed and given birth to Prana Pratishta to Lord Dakshinamurti, as we can see in the picture on the right, and under the sacred banyan tree of Adi Kailasa. So here you can see also the presiding deities of the Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalayam, Nithyanandeshwara, Nithyanandeshwari, as well as the Swayambhu Linga. We also have here in 2011, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in deep samadhi for the welfare of humanity and establishment of the enlightenment ecosystem of Kailasa on planet Earth. Here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism doing the Panchatapas to bring purity, to purify the karmas of humanity. You can see in the central picture the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism surrounded by charcoal, burning charcoal. charcoal, and entering into higher states of consciousness and tuning into the other vertical time zones. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism performing tapas for each and every one of us for the sake of bringing purity to disciples, devotees, to download the enlightenment ecosystem of Kailasa on planet Earth and purify humanity in general. So before moving on to the next year, we'll be having a short break. So please stay tuned.
The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. Your consciousness has power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins.
Yes. Welcome back. So yes, let us move on to the next year, 31st January of 2012. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism presents an address on how to connect to the Guru on the daily satsang, Nitya satsang. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expanded on the truth how to connect to the Guru. The morning presented address on Bhagavad Gita chapter 4, verse 3. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism describes the special zone of being friend to one's Guru. Being a devotee is a lovely privilege and bringing us many blessings. But if our devotion rises to the point where the Guru feels in his heart that he can trust us and rely on us, we enter the dimension of friendliness. Our interactions with the Guru radiate both affections and the honest surrender. This is the relationship Arjuna has evolved into with the Sri Krishna. Here, let us watch the video how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism clearly, beautifully explained that lovely relationship one should have in our life. Let us watch the video now.
Mystical doctrine has been prescribed to you now because you are my loyal companion. Very beautifully Bhagavan says, Bhaktaha asi me saka sa iti. Best thing can happen to you is when Bhagavan says, you are my royal companion, loyal companion. Please understand. Bhaktaha and Saka. When he is using both the word, you are a loyal companion and royal companion. I tell you. That's the greatest thing can happen to you. It's like all of you know the Prime Minister, but whether he knows you or not, is the main thing. You always say, he's my friend, he's my friend. But whether Prime Minister says you are his friend, that is where the whole thing boils down. Yesterday, somebody was asking me, how much I have grown spiritually, tell me. I tell you, the scale to measure your spiritual growth is the honest feeling Master has about you. That's all. Understand? The honest feeling. See, if you pull out my archives and pull out your file, which I have inside, what is the conclusion of that file? That is your spiritual growth. That is your growth in life. Cosmos feeling about you is your spiritual growth. The ultimate blessing is Bhagavan saying, Bhaktaha asime sakachayiti, you are my devotee and companion. God. Even after this word, if this idiot is not breaking and falling at the feet of Krishna and just picking up the Gandiva and sending the arrow to kill Bhishma and Drona and all these fellows, I tell you, immediately he needs a Sangha meeting. Bhagavan is saying, you are my loyal companion. You can give life for this one word. Forget about one life. You can give life for this one word. And still this fellow is sitting and asking doubts. Bhagavan saying, you are my loyal companion. What more is required? Bhaktaha asime sakachayiti. Even the word loyal companion is too small word. He is saying devotee companion. Bhaktaha asime sakachayiti. Let me give you word by word meaning. Sayeva ayam maya te atya. He says, you are my devotee and also friend. Bhaktaha, devotee, asi, you are, me, my, saka, friend, cha, also. I want to give you word by word meaning. Only then you will understand how beautifully Bhagavan says. He says, you are my devotee and companion. That is the reason I am giving you this most mysterious, sacred, secret. Uttamam Ragasyam. He says, supreme secret. Sacred secret. Ragasyam hi etat uttamam. Because you are my friend and companion, I am giving you this great science.
Let us now enter into the next year after having listened a glimpse of this amazing discourse, amazing satsang given by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on Bhagavad Gita, inviting each and everyone to go and listen to this full discourse as it gives tremendous insights on the relationship, the various levels of relationship between Guru and disciple. So we are now entering into the year 2013 on the 31st of January. Here, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is addressing the delegates of Kailasa about the trade secret of death. We can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the Simhasana, revealing the truths of the Kathopanishad. So here, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism talked about the importance of the parental cognizance, one receives during childhood. He said, "Blessed are those who have received reincarnation as a parental tattva." Swamiji continued on Kathopanishad. He disclosed the trade secret of Yama to the world. Yama reveals to Nachiketa how the world is kept in delusion of wealth, and as a consequence of this delusion, people become prey to death again and again. He also talked about the importance of the happening where the right master, who is the knower of the ultimate truth, talks to a disciple who can listen to the truth in its totality, understand it, and comprehend it correctly. He said, only a few in billions are capable to receive these tattvas from the master. So here, a beautiful discourse, satsang, given by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on Kathopanishad. Kathopanishad being the story of Nachiketa, a young boy who becomes possessed by authenticity, possessed by Shraddha, Shraddha Vivecha. And his Shraddha brought him to the Yamaloka, to the plane of Lord Yama, the plane of the Lord of Death. And he starts to have interaction with the Lord of Death. And through this interaction, he gets the truth about the universe and the secret of enlightenment. So a wonderful Upanishad on which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expands in this satsang. So inviting each and everyone to go on Nithyanandapedia on this day to listen to this discourse revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. On the same day, we can also see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism visiting the Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Devalayam and the sacred banyan tree in Kailasa, Bididi. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also received the Pratikshapada Puja on that very day, the offering of gratitude from the disciples, devotees, and followers for everything that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has showered to them in their lives. So as an offering of gratitude for everything that has happened in their lives since they met the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the Pratikshapada Puja was offered. After the address, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism gave the Sarvadarshan to all the delegates, meeting them one by one, attending to their requests, prayers, giving them boons and blessings, guidance, healings, and miracles, reading also their requests and blessing them. So here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism giving the Sarvadarshan to all who gathered physically in Kailasa to listen to the discourse, to the satsang of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
Yes. As we are moving on to the next year, 31st January of 2014, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, in his presidential address, shared with us that nothing in life other than completion is worth achieving. Why? Because it is the base material for life. We cannot build relationship, a home, a temple, or anything with money alone. When we are incomplete, it is like building a brick wall without a mortar. It will not stand. The science of completion is the technique to help remove the heavy layers around our hearts, leading us back to our true selves. Here, this is the bare, basic core of life, where we need to start our life and build our life. Even though we can build our multi-story buildings, but if the basement is weak, nothing is going to stand. Same way here, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism very clearly explained that nothing in the life is other than completion is worth achieving. Because when we are not in this completion space, whatever we build, whatever we achieve, whatever relationship which we build, we can proceed, it won't stay furthermore. Or it will end in not only it will just collapse, it will make you more and more distraction for our life. In the presidential speak of the day, address of the day, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also expanded on this truth that nothing in the life is worth achieving the completion, because this is the base material for each one of our life. Either it may be a simple relationship with yourself, everything matters is completion. Completion at a very level is a basic core for our life. We can, with that completion, if we're able to build a relationship, anything, it will stay longer and it will be a supporting system for each one of our life to on the path of achieving the enlightenment. Here, on the same day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also gave a presidential address to how, on the topic of, do you have a frightened child hiding inside? Let us watch this video and understand the truth what Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has shared with us.
नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Today I'll expand on more deeper into the subject of completion and kalpataru. ध्यान से सुनिए. Please listen. Only a person who experiences devotion can build temples. Please understand. Temples don't stand on money. Temples don't stand on money. Temples don't become popular by the money or the structure. It becomes popular by the devotion of the devotees. It becomes a temple by the devotion of the devotees.
On the very day, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also visited the Mahakala Bhairava temple. Now, with this, we're moving on to the next year, 31st January of 2015. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on the presidential address to the Upanishad series of living Advaita in the profound delivery of the Isha Upanishad, verse number 1. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism declares how his goal is to lead us to the higher reality. Life is all about evolving our cognition from the perceptions to the fact to the truth, and ultimately truth to the reality. That's all. Nothing to do with this so-called bliss, love, renunciation, and yoga. All these are side effects. Here, many of our lives may have struck in the level of fact itself. At the max, we may have pushed our life from perception to the fact. But here, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism declares his life goal is to lead us to the higher reality, not from the level for the perception to the fact. It's a little more fact to the truth and ultimately to the truth, to the reality. He also said nothing to do with so-called bliss or love or renunciation and yoga. All these are side effects when we understand and we move ourselves to the higher reality, from the truth to the reality.
Entering now into the year 2017, we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in his private Kailasa's courtyard doing paramanifestation. In the year 2017, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism spent a lot of time initiating disciples, devotees, and Balisans of the Nithyananda Gurukul into the powers that Paramashiva reveals in the Agama. Here we can see just that, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism initiating the participants of the Nithyananda Yogam program in the Balasins into getting free access to any information in the Akashic records. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism initiated using the Krishna Shila, which is the rock we see in the picture on the right side, on which we apply the Jnananjana. And through the Jnananjana, we can literally see whatever we wish to see. And in this case, it would be the Akashic records. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism reviving the science of manifesting Shaktis on this very day. Here we have a few more pictures of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism initiating the disciples into this Shakti. There is a short video, so we invite you to go and listen to this video if you wish to listen to what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed on this very day, 31st of January, 2017 on Nithyanandapedia. You will be able to access this video.
With this, we'll be moving on to the next year, 31st January of 2018. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the visionary through whom this whole revival of Kailasa is made possible. The sacred banyan tree of Bangalore, Adi Kailasa Adinam, is a directly manifestation of the Mahasadashiva in form and is the source of all mystical happening in Adi Kailasa. A self-manifested linga had been residing in the cave of this banyan tree for thousands of years. Every day, as the mark of gratitude to the Mahasadashiva, Abhishekam is offered to the 1,000 years old Swayambhu Linga. Thaipusam is the festival to celebrate the anniversary when Lord Muruga received the veil, the spear from his mother goddess, Parashakti, to banish the evil asuras. The Nithyanandesha Sadashiva Devasanam celebrated this great happening with a procession to Muruga, Valli, Devasena, and His Divine Holiness Murti, and a procession throughout the Bengaluru Adi Kailasa Adinam, blessing all the beings. Nithyananda Sangha Malaysia also celebrated this grand festival with a grand bowl, and Pancharchana was offered to the deity of Lord Muruga at the gate of Bengaluru Adi Kailasa Adinam. The Dhupa, Deepa, Naivedhyam were offered to Lord Muruga to receive his blessings on this auspicious day. The announcements were made of those upcoming programs and shared with all globally via the official Nithyananda TV, the social media platforms, Nithyanandam, Paramahasha Shivaratri, Inner Awakening, and Sunday's Kalpatru and Mahasadashim. All these events were announced on this special day. On this day, also, the Kailasa all across the globe has celebrated the Maha Thaipusam also. Here we can see the pictures where on the same day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism prepared the Aushadha for the upcoming Mahasadashivam program also. Here, some more pictures. All these pictures and videos are already available on nithyananda.org. You can head over to nithyananda.org and then you can find all the videos and pictures from the page. So with this, we're moving on to the next year, 31st January 2020. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, revealed the cosmic principle, understanding the existence of multidimensional space zones, make you manifest the extraordinary power during the live public address, Nitya Satsang. After the great pause, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism announced Mandala Abhishekam for next 48 days. Due to the birth of Paramashiva in the deity, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism spoke on the topic of navel center, completion, the mother, the centric existential relationship, and the I consciousness. His Divine Holiness also explained that puja can liberate and change your electromagnetic force. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expanded further on Mahakasha, Chitkasa, and Devachanda to have a vision of Sri Kailasa. On this presidential day address, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, after a great pause, he announced the Mandala Abhishekam for next 48 days for the Nithyananda Swayambhu Linga. And he also spoke on the topic of naval center, how the completion works, and how this mother-centric existential relationship we can build, basically a Devi relationship with the Devi Parashakti. And ultimately, he spoke about the I, the consciousness also.
So entering now into the final year of today's segment, the 31st of January 2021, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducted the presidential address on the topic of superconscious breakthrough. In this live satsang, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam reveals Paramashiva's message directly from Kailasa. World human beings need intense spiritual inspiration, spiritual energy infusion immediately. It is not just urgency-based, it is emergency-based. Kailasa needs to do the spiritual enriching and enriching activities, not just urgency-based, but emergency-based. So in this discourse, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shares about the importance of doing the spiritual work and reaching out to people to give them a glimpse of the spiritual possibilities, the various states of consciousness, vertical time zones, and ultimately a glimpse of the oneness with Paramashiva, in order to raise humanity out of the stagnation in which we are caught. So here, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism sharing about the importance of the superconscious breakthrough that is required. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also shared powerful cognitions about the relationship between Guru and Paramashiva. The manifest form of Paramashiva is Guru, and the unmanifest existence of Guru is Paramashiva. State of Guru is Paramashiva. Statement of Paramashiva is Guru. Avyakta, the unmanifest existence of Guru, is Paramashiva. Paramashiva's Vyakta, the manifest component, is Guru. The extraordinary powerful existence of Paramashiva in his Avyakta, unmanifest, remains as Paramashiva. In his manifest, he becomes Guru. So tremendous powerful cognitions about the oneness between Guru and Paramashiva, very important to cognize in order for us to raise, and like we saw in previous videos earlier in the segment, how to have a better Guru-disciple relationship where the Guru can experience the friendliness and trust in his heart, trust the disciple fully so that he can open up fully. So with this, we are coming to the end of today's segment. So let us now get ready to listen to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So sit, head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Close your eyes